guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and I wanted to show you how to make these really cute little party favors or treats or whatever for Hershey Nuggets. And there's probably lots of different candies that can fit in these little treat holders, but I found they hold 2 Hershey Nuggets, and I want to show you how simple and easy they are to do. So I need a piece of designer series paper, and this paper is from the, what do we call this? This is from the Petal Garden designer series paper, and the paper comes to 6x6, but I need to cut it down a little bit. So I'm actually gonna grab my trimmer, and I want it to be 4.5 by 4.5. So I'm gonna cut it down to 4.5 by 4.5, and then I will need 2 1x3 strips. So while I have this out, I'm just gonna cut this down to 1 inch. Let's see here, 1 inch by 3, and let me cut one more. I'll cut this one down to 1 by 3 while I've got this here. So 3 inches long. That would have made a lot more sense just to do that one, but whatever. Here's where we're at. Okay, 1 by 3. All right, there we go. And the rest of these I can save. We set those aside. Okay, that's all I need there. Okay, the next thing you're gonna need is your envelope punch board. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna feed this in here at 1 inch. And let me grab the little scoring tool out. So at 1 inch, we're gonna punch and score. Oops, come on. Now don't score too hard because this is paper and you don't wanna rip it. Then we're gonna go to 3 inches, right there, 3. Punch and score. Okay, then I'm going to rotate 90 degrees, and I'm going to line this little pokey part out. I call it the little beak, up with this first score line we did. We're going to punch and score. Now I'm going to line it up with the second score line that's going across right here. Punch and score. And if you're having a hard time seeing it on the screen, don't worry, you can see it in real life pretty easily. Rotate again 90 degrees. I'm going to line up this first score line right here. Punch, score. The second score line is right here. Punch, score. Come on. And then finally the last rotation. Punch and score. And punch and score. You hear my family yelling. Oops, let's see, what are we doing here? Right here. Okay. All right, and then while I've got my envelope punch board, I want to flip it around and I want to round my corners. This is a corner rounder right here. I just think it looks better with the rounded corners. All right, and that's that. The nice thing about this too is if you need a corner rounder and you have the envelope punch board, it's always available. Actually, before I put that away, let me get my scraps out. I want to just pretty easily burnish all my score lines. 1, 2, 3. And 4 going this way, and then we should have 1, 2, 3, and 4 going this way. All right, now I can put this away. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is grab my paper snips, and you see how there's 2 big ends and 2 little ends. I'm going to grab my paper snips, and I'm going to cut up the score lines on the 2 fat ends, I'll call them. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and that's all we need to do there. All right, next we're gonna put on our glue to make our box. So it goes together like this. So I'm actually gonna flip it over upside down, and I'm gonna put some fast fuse. I just like to use fast fuse because I really want it to stay together on all of these. Come on, fast fuse, on all of these, on the outside of, see if I cannot glue my hands together. My fast fuse not going to cooperate. The fast fuse can be temperamental. It definitely has a learning curve. Okay, and now I'm just going to line it up very carefully with the edge. Sorry, let me make sure I'm in this shot here. And press this one in, press. Okay, put this one in, press. And finally this one, and press. Okay, and there, see, isn't this so sweet, this little box? Okay, next thing I'm going to do is, so my little tabs, I'm going to push those down. So now I'm going to just, with my hands, I'm just going to kind of press and bend it a little bit. I want to match this up, my little lid. And I'm going to grab my hole punch here. And I'm just going to punch a little hole in the top. Let's see, that looks about, does this look about centered? About right? So there we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this aside because we need to do our candy. And actually, let me grab so I have 2 Hershey Nuggets here. And these 1x3 little strips of paper are perfect size for these. So I'm just going to grab my regular adhesive. So I want this to be the outside. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the ends here. This is just how I do it. So I set this so it's sort of centered. See, it's just kind of in the middle there. And then I just wrap it around, and being the perfectionist that most of us are, I like to line it up so that it's even, and then press. So there's one. You guys, obviously you don't have to wrap your Hershey Nuggets, but I mean, look how simple it is, and it uses up your scraps. I mean, it's a 1x3 scrap, and it just looks so much nicer, and look at that, so cute, right? All right, and I'm gonna put them together. Actually, I'm gonna put them like this. You can stack them side by side, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna drop them in there. And see, so these match my inside, so cute. Okay, next I'm gonna grab some ribbon, and I have this Calypso Coral ribbon. What is this ribbon? This is the, oh goodness, why can I never find out? The 1/8" sheer ribbon, and again, it's Calypso Coral, which perfectly matches the paper in this suite. I grab my snips again and cut a piece off. Okay, and I'm just going to feed that through the hole, and it's actually kind of hard to get it through the hole, at least I think it is. So I'm going to grab my paper piercer and just kind of shove it through with that until I can grab, there we go. Okay, and I like to tie a bow on top. I think it looks cute. You could tie a knot. You don't even have to use ribbon on this. You could use baker's twine, whatever you have and whatever you like. And if you wanted to tie a tag on, this would be a good time to do that too if you're doing a tag that's hanging. But I'm actually going to stick mine on. Okay, so there's my cute little bow. Come on. All right, and I'm going to cut my tails a little bit shorter here, like so. So cute. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is put a little tag on it. So I'm actually going to grab this leftover piece when I cut that down. And I'm going to actually grab some Whisper White cardstock. I have some Calypso Coral ink here. And I'm going to grab the teeny tiny wishes, and I'm going to stamp, where is it? Right here, Sweet Treats. And I already have that on a block. Oh, right here. I'm like, where did it go? Okay, Sweet Treats. Let me just ink that up. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Okay, clean that off before I forget. So I can put that away. It's so tiny. That's why it's called Teeny Tiny Wishes. I don't want to lose it. Okay, let me get that back in there. And that's all I need with my Calypso Coral. Okay, so I'm going to grab my 1-inch circle punch, and I'm going to cut out the Sweet Treats. Let's see. Sweet Treats, and it fits just perfectly in there. Okay. Then I'm going to grab my 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to cut it out with this. So see, using up all my scraps. All right, and now this, get some adhesive on the back. It's going on here. Sweet Treats. And then I'm going to just grab 1 dimensional, stick that right in the middle, peel that off. And this is going right on the front. I love Designer Series paper so much because it all coordinates perfectly. And look at that. So adorable. These would be so cute for treats in class. You could do birthday paper. But this is just fun. I know I have one of my best friends' families going through a tough time, so I'm making these up for all the kids in the family. There's a bunch of them. And here's another one I did earlier. The same designer series paper, suite. What did I say that was called? Petal Garden. But this time I used this green paper, and then can you see the dots? So I don't want to open it up, but inside the Hershey Nuggets are wrapped in this dot paper that matches. So cute, and they're all going to coordinate. Aren't those adorable? So anyway, this is just a fun little treat you can make up using your envelope punch board. I always love more ideas for envelope punch boards, and you guys know how I love party favors or little treats to hand out. So anyway, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you later, guys. Thanks.